Then we'll understand the necessity of Node.js. Then we'll learn about some of the parts of Node.js, Node.js Express. Hey guys, welcome to this video by Simply Learn. In today's session, we're going to learn all about Node.js. So without further ado, let's begin and look at what's in store for us. First up, we'll understand what exactly Node.js is. Then we'll understand the necessity of Node.js. Then we'll learn about some of the parts of Node.js, Node.js Express framework, Node.js use cases, and finally we'll look at some of the industry trends. So what exactly is Node.js? Now consider a scenario where a user interacts with a web application. The user only interacts with the front end of the application. But there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes. Now in a web application, there's a front end, a server, and a database. The front end is developed using JavaScript and frameworks like Angular and React, while the server is built on Java, PHP, or Node.js, and the backend database that stores the data usually consists of MySQL or MongoDB. So Node.js is an open source, cross-platform JavaScript runtime environment for running server-side applications. It is used to develop I/O-intensive web applications like video streaming sites, single-page applications, online chatting applications, and other web applications. It is used by large, established companies and newly minted startups. Node.js was developed by Ryan Dahl in 2009, and at the same time of this session, its latest version is v13.3.0. Now that we know what Node.js is, let's go ahead and look at why it was so prevalent in the field of web development. Here are a few points. First up, Node.js is extremely fast. Being built on Google Chrome's V8 JavaScript engine, its library is extremely fast in code execution. Node Package Manager has around 50,000 bundles for developers, so whatever functionality is required for an application can be easily imported from NPM. All APIs of Node.js library are asynchronous, that is non-blocking. It means a Node.js-based server never waits for an API to return data. Node.js dramatically reduces the processing time while uploading video and audio files. It is also an open source platform and is easy for beginners for web development. The above reasons more than justify the popularity of Node.js platform and why it is being adopted by a large number of organizations and businesses today. So now moving on, let's familiarize ourselves with the parts of Node.js. Node.js consists of several components. Now let's look at them one by one. First up, we have modules. Now modules are like JavaScript libraries which are used in a Node.js application to include a set of functions. Now we can use required function with a parenthesis to include a module in a Node.js application. Node.js application has many modules to provide basic functionality needed for a web application. Some of them could be HTTP, util, fs, URL, query string, stream, and zlib. Next up, we have console. The console module provides a simple debugging console that is similar to the JavaScript console mechanism provided by web browsers. Now the console can print messages to stdout that print standard output messages and stderr to print the error messages. The next component is cluster. Now Node.js is built upon the concept of single threading programming. A single instance of Node.js runs in a single thread. To take advantage of multi-core systems, the user will sometimes want to launch a cluster of Node.js processes to handle the load. A cluster can be added to an application in this way. Here's a small code for you. The next component is global. Now global objects in Node.js are available in all modules. Now these objects are functions, modules, strings, etc. Some Node.js global objects are mentioned in the table. You have dir name, that is a directory name, file name, exports, module, and require. The next component is error handling. Now Node.js applications experience 4 types of errors. We have the standard JavaScript errors, system errors, user-specific errors, and assertion errors. Now errors in Node.js are handled through exceptions. Now for example, let's handle an error that would occur when we divide a number by 0. Now this error would crash the Node.js application, and so we should handle this error. Here's a small code for you. Next up, we have streaming. A stream is an abstract interface for working with streaming data in Node.js. Streams are objects that let you read data or write data continuously. There are 4 types of streams. First one is the readable. These are the types of streams from which data can be read. Writable, these are the types of streams to which data can be written. Duplex, these are both readable and writable streams. Lastly, we have transform. These streams can manipulate the data while it is being read or written. Moving on to the next component, buffer. The JavaScript language has no mechanism for reading or manipulating streams of binary data. Buffer is a module that allows handling streams that contain only binary data. An empty buffer of length 10 can be created by this method. Next up, we have domain. Domains provide a way to handle different I/O operations as a single group. Domain module intercepts errors that remain unhandled. There are two types of methods that are used for intercepting these errors. Firstly, we have internal binding. In this case, the error emitter executes its code inside the error method. Next up is the external binding. Now here, the error emitter is explicitly added to a domain via its add method. The next component is the DNS. The DNS module enables name resolution. For example, it is used to look up the IP addresses of host names. DNS module is used to connect to a DNS server and perform name resolution by using the method DNS
ال3 ساعات الجاية راح أحاول أشرح لك نود جي اس بأفضل طريقة ممكنة. حنفهم إيش هي نود جي اس أساسا، حنفهم بشكل نظري كيف ممكن نستخدمها في بناء الباك اند، حنطبق بشكل عملي ونشوف كيف ممكن نبني الاي بي اي، حنستخدمها مع قواعد بيانات مونجو دي بي، وبعد ما تكتمل النتيجة النهائية راح نرفع هاي النتيجة بحيث انها تكون متاحة على الانترنت. بهذا المقطع حاولت اني احط كامل جهدي سواء بالشرح النظري او بالتطبيق العملي، بحيث اني اوصل لك الصورة اللي بتحتاجها عشان تبدأ خطواتك الاولى في نود جي اس. السلام عليكم، معكم يارب من أكاديمية ترميز، وحياكم